The film Kung Fu Hustle begins in a dark and gloomy police station where 5 gangsters are shown violently beating the police commissioner. Their attack is said to have been triggered by the commissioner's decision to arrest a beautiful woman. After severely injuring the helpless officer, the gangsters reportedly leave the station without facing any resistance. When they step outside, they quickly notice that something is unusual. The streets are completely deserted, and even a nearby cinema, which is normally crowded, is closed. Sensing that something is wrong, the leader of the group suggests that they return to the police station. However, when they attempt to go back inside, they discover that the police have already locked the doors and windows, leaving them trapped outside. Moments later, members of the feared Axe Gang suddenly surround them from every direction. The gangsters attempt to call for help, but the ruthless leader of the gang, Brother Sum, reportedly laughs at them and explains that no one will come to rescue them because even one of their companions has already joined the Axe Gang. Desperate to escape, the leader tries to run away, but one of the gang members throws an axe that slices off his leg. Brother Sum then reportedly finishes him off mercilessly with another blow. The frightened woman who had been arrested earlier begs Brother Sum to spare her life. Although he claims that he does not kill women, he immediately breaks his promise and shoots her with a shotgun. This brutal encounter reveals that the city is plagued by crime and chaos. Numerous gangs operate freely, and the police struggle to maintain order. Among these criminal groups, the Axe Gang is portrayed as the most ruthless and feared. The story then shifts to Pig Sty Alley, a run-down and impoverished neighborhood owned by a middle-aged couple. The landlords are known for exploiting their tenants by collecting rent while also demanding free food and services. The landlord is depicted as a shameless flirt who constantly harasses female tenants, while his wife, landlady, is loud, aggressive, and feared by everyone in the alley. Despite their poverty, the residents of Pig Sty Alley are hard-working people, which is why the Axe Gang usually leaves them alone. One day, while a tenant is taking a bath, the water supply suddenly stops. Frustrated, the tenant calls for the landlady and angrily demands an explanation. She storms downstairs and harshly scolds him, accusing the tenants of failing to pay their rent properly. She explains that she has limited the water supply to only 4 days each week. During the heated argument, she insults several tenants and even punches the man who first complained. Unknown to the residents, the landlord and landlady are actually retired Kung Fu masters with extraordinary martial arts abilities. Later, the landlady returns to her room and discovers that her husband has been secretly peeping at women while they bathe. Furious, she reportedly beats him severely and throws him out of the window. Sometime afterward, 2 petty crooks named Singh and Bone arrive at Pig Sty Alley and enter a small barbershop. Singh asks the barber to cut Bone's hair. After the haircut, Singh accuses the barber of making his boss look ridiculous. Bone pretends to be a member of the Axe Gang and shows a frightening tattoo in an attempt to intimidate the barber. Singh then pulls the barber aside and demands money, warning that he may face the wrath of his supposed boss if he refuses. However, the barber refuses to cooperate and claims that he has many allies nearby. Soon, the residents of the alley gather around Singh and Bone. Pretending to be fearless, Singh challenges them to one-on-one fights. First, he challenges a woman and allows her to attack first, only to discover that her punch is far stronger than he expected. He then challenges an elderly man, who turns out to have the muscular build of a bodybuilder. In desperation, Singh even challenges a child, only to realize that the boy also has an unusually muscular physique. During the commotion, the barber calls for the landlady, who arrives and begins beating Singh with her slipper. Singh claims that he belongs to the Axe Gang and threatens to call for backup. To support his claim, he throws a firecracker against the wall. Shortly afterward, the gang's deputy leader arrives at the scene. The deputy initially blames the landlady for the disturbance. Before he could take further action, however, she panics and hides under a blanket. When he turns his attention to the barber and prepares to harm him, an unseen force suddenly knocks him into a trash can. Shocked and injured, he orders his men to summon reinforcements. By sunset, the Axe gang has surrounded Pig Sty Alley. Armed gang members block every exit, effectively turning the neighborhood into a prison for its residents. At one point, a gang member pours gasoline over two helpless individuals, threatening to burn them alive. Brothersome warns the residents that he wants to know who attacked his lieutenant. If no one confesses, he threatens to burn everyone alive. When he throws a lighter toward a woman, the alley's coolie bravely intercepts it and claims responsibility. A fierce battle immediately erupts. The coolie demonstrates remarkable kung fu skills and manages to fight off many attackers. Soon afterward, a tailor reveals himself as a kung fu master and joins the fight. The local baker, Donut, also displays impressive martial arts skills, using a stick to destroy the gang members' guns. Together, the three martial artists manage to intimidate Brother Sum and his gang. Later that night, however, the Axe gang captures Sing and Bone for impersonating members of the gang and damaging its reputation. Brother Sum orders their execution. Before they can be killed, Sing demonstrates his lock-picking ability and manages to free both himself and Bone from their chains. Sing then begs Brother Sum to allow him to join the Axe gang, claiming that becoming a member has always been his dream. Brother Sum reportedly tells him that he must first prove his loyalty by killing someone. That same night, Sing tells Bone that he plans to kill the landlady and the tenants of Pig Sty Alley. Bone doubts his ability, pointing out that Sing does not know kung fu. In response, Sing recounts his childhood. He remembers meeting a mysterious street vendor known as the Beggar, who sold kung fu manuals and claimed that Sing possessed the perfect appearance to become a martial arts master. The Beggar persuaded him to buy a manual for the legendary Buddha palm technique. Sing reportedly spent all his savings on the book, money that he had originally saved for school, and began training every day. However, when he attempted to rescue a young girl from a group of bullies, the bullies brutally beat him and mocked his belief that he could learn kung fu. They humiliated him, leaving him heartbroken and furious. After that humiliating experience, Sing reportedly abandoned his dreams and decided to become a villain instead. Later, he and Bone steal ice cream from a mute girl named Fong and run away without paying. The following day, the landlady scolds the kung fu masters for not revealing their identities earlier. Meanwhile, Sing and Bone attempt to assassinate her, but their plan repeatedly fails in a series of comedic mishaps. Eventually, the landlady chases Sing across the highway, though he narrowly manages to escape. Sometime later, Sing and Bone encounter two blind musicians carrying a large bag and laugh at them. Unbeknownst to them, the men are actually deadly assassins known as the Harpists, who have been hired by the Axe gang to eliminate the masters living in Pig Sty Alley. That night, the assassins launch their attack. They kill the coolie and defeat the tailor, using a musical instrument capable of producing deadly sound waves. The baker joins the battle, but even together they are unable to defeat the assassins. Just as the assassins prepare to deliver the final blow, the landlady interrupts them with a deafening scream. The landlord then appears, destroys their instrument, and defeats them with ease. Working together, the couple successfully drives the assassins away. After the battle, the residents mourn the deaths of the coolie and the tailor. Before dying, the baker thanks the couple for allowing him to witness their true kung fu abilities. The landlord and landlady later reveal that they chose to live ordinary lives because their only child died as a result of kung fu. Later, Sing encounters the ice cream girl again and realizes that she's the same girl he once tried to protect as a child. She is now mute. Overcome with guilt, Sing gives her all the stolen money and sends her home. Soon afterward, two Axe gang members capture Sing and bring him back to Brother Sum. He is given a dangerous mission: break into a mental asylum and release a notorious prisoner known as the Beast. Sing successfully frees the man, who initially appears weak but is later revealed to be an incredibly powerful fighter. When brought to the gang headquarters, the Beast demonstrates his abilities by catching a bullet with 2 fingers and smashing a wall with a single kick. He later confronts the landlord and landlady. Despite their impressive skills, the Beast eventually eventually overwhelms them in battle. At one point, the landlady amplifies her scream using a giant bell, sending him flying and destroying part of the building. However, the beast deceives them and severely injures the couple. Witnessing this, Sing finally turns against the Axe Gang and attacks Brother Sum instead. The landlord and landlady manage to rescue Sing and treat his injuries using Chinese medicine and acupuncture. During his recovery, they realize that Sing has awakened extraordinary power through his chi. Soon afterward, the final battle begins. Surrounded by the Axe Gang, Sing defeats the gang members one by one. He then confronts the beast in an intense duel. Using the powerful toad-style technique, the beast launches Sing high into the sky. While suspended in the air, Sing recalls the Buddha palm technique and appears to receive a spiritual blessing. As he descends, he unleashes the technique and defeats the beast with a devastating palm strike. The beast eventually admits defeat and acknowledges Sing as his master. Several months later, Sing and Bone are shown running a small candy shop in the city. When Fong visits the shop, Sing recognizes her, and the two are finally reunited. In the final scene, the beggar is seen attempting to sell another kung fu manual to a young boy, bringing the story to an end. Thank you, everyone, for watching our video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who might enjoy this type of content.